Hey everyone, so let's dive right into this explainer and tackle that incredibly frustrating feeling. You know the exact one I'm talking about, right? You spend years grinding through English grammar rules, acing all your written tests, and then, bam, the second you actually need to open your mouth and speak, you freeze up like a deer in headlights and sound like a nervous toddler. Your mind just goes completely 100% blank. Well, today, we are finally going to break that fear.
It is just so incredibly common to have your mind go totally blank because of speaking anxiety. It happens to literally everyone: students, seasoned professionals, world travelers, you name it. So if you've ever felt that awful wave of panic wash over you, you are definitely not alone. But here's the good news. We're going to fix it today by totally rethinking how we approach the language. Because honestly, the problem isn't your capability. Not at all. The problem is just how you've been practicing.
See, the root of the issue is this massive gap between passive learning and active speaking. Most learners study the right things, but they practice them the wrong way. Fluency, it turns out, lives in your mouth, not your eyes. Reading a textbook dialogue silently, sure, it's valuable, but it's totally passive. We've got to shift gears to active speaking. That means activation under pressure, getting the sequencing of natural rhythms down, and repairing your mistakes mid-sentence, which, by the way, is exactly what native speakers do all day long.
Think of it kind of like learning to ride a bicycle. You absolutely cannot learn to ride a bike by sitting on your couch reading a manual about the physics of balance, right? That's ridiculous. You have to actually get on the bike, wobble around, and realize that making mistakes, heck, even falling off a few times, is literally the only way your brain learns how to balance.
And that brings us to lesson 7. Keep moving forward. This is a crucial mindset shift we need to make before we even touch the practical tools. Because life is a journey, and on this specific language journey, sometimes you're going to walk fast and pick up new phrases effortlessly. Other times, you're going to walk really slowly, struggling with that one tricky pronunciation. But here's the thing. You cannot let one bad day stop your future. Do not let one grammatical failure define your life. If you fall, stand up again. If you make a mistake, learn from it. And hey, if someone says you can't succeed, let your actions completely prove them wrong. Success is absolutely not about being perfect. It is about never, ever giving up.
Remember, every sunrise brings a brand new beginning. Every single new day is just another chance to learn, grow, and become better. So let's reframe your objective right now. Drop the impossible goal of flawless grammar and start aiming for daily micro wins. Take one step today, then take another one tomorrow. Little by little, your life will change. You just have to stay patient, stay positive, and stay faithful, because your future is waiting for you.
So how do we put that into action? Let's dive into the 15-minute daily routine. Now, you might think you need hours of exhausting study to get better, but you really don't. You just need a simple, targeted 15-minute routine. By chunking your practice into these 5 quick steps, you can make massive progress. Literally, spend the first 3 minutes as a warm-up, just talking out loud to yourself. Then, take minutes 4 to 7 to repeat phrases after a native speaker to catch their rhythm. After that, spend 3 minutes putting new vocab into your own sentences, 2 minutes answering a spontaneous question out loud, and boom, a quick 2-minute recap. That's the whole shebang, 15 minutes.
And if you feel anxious doing this, try this really cool psychological trick. Adopt an English persona. That sounds kind of funny, but feeling like you sound totally different when you speak English is perfectly normal. In fact, giving yourself an alter ego, or slipping into a character, can actually make speaking up feel way less scary. It tricks your brain into pushing past that initial hesitation.
Okay, next up, AI tutors and role play.
If you're someone who is absolutely terrified of judgment, practicing with AI is a total game changer. Research consistently shows that rehearsing in low-stakes settings drastically reduces your hesitation out in the real world. And AI can literally act as your private tutor, fixing your grammar on the fly while you speak. It can also act as an unpredictable speaking partner. And the best part? It does all of this with zero social pressure, meaning you can practice 100 times if you need to. Actually, you can use this exact, highly effective prompt to turn a tool like ChatGPT into your own supportive conversation coach. It essentially tells the AI to ask you simple daily questions, wait patiently for your answer, and then give you gentle corrections. It forces you to actually speak out loud and actively fixes those common errors, but again, completely judgment-free. Now, when you're role-playing these scenarios, you've got to stick to these rules. Read a scenario once and then close it. Don't stare at the text.
Say it standing up. Seriously, your voice projects so much differently when you stand, making it mimic real life. Do not pause to translate in your head. If you forget a word, just talk around it. And lastly, make sure you repeat each scenario at least 3 times to really smooth things out.
Let's apply all this to a specific skill, mastering the self-introduction. We are going to use these tools for a real-life situation that stresses pretty much everyone out, whether it's a quick 30-second networking pitch at a conference or a 1-minute job interview opener. Knowing exactly how to present yourself is the ultimate confidence booster. A genuinely good introduction moves smoothly from basic facts to establishing a personal connection, which completely prevents those awful, paralyzing, awkward pauses. But watch out, because here are the biggest mistakes people make. First, overloading the poor listener with every single biographical detail since preschool. Keep it concise. Less is definitely more. You want to save something for the follow-up questions. The second major error is nervously mixing up verb tenses all in the same breath. Just keep it super clean. Use the present tense for your current situation, like I work as, and the past tense for completed stuff, like I studied at. By practicing these introduction patterns out loud over and over, you're building a reflex. You are developing that crucial muscle memory, so the right phrases just show up automatically on your tongue. It completely stops you from freezing when the pressure is on and the moment actually counts. Okay, so bringing this all together, your day 1 challenge. We've covered the mindset, we've broken down the routine, and you've got the tools. Now, it's time to actually get on the bike and start pedaling. I am directly challenging you to get out of your comfort zone today and speak in English for just 5 minutes. Just 5. Introduce yourself, record it on your phone's voice memo app, listen back to it, and, this is the most important part, completely ignore the mistakes. Just keep that momentum going. As you jump into this challenge, please stay faithful to these 3 golden rules. 1. Do not stay silent. You simply cannot improve speaking with actually speaking. 2. Do not fear mistakes. They are literally just proof that you are learning. And 3. Do not skip days. Consistency, even if it's just 15 minutes a day, is what will ultimately change your life. So keep that vision of your future waiting for you clearly in your mind. Embrace the wobble of learning to ride this bicycle. If you commit to just 15 minutes a day, what incredible progress will you make? Seriously, what will your English sound like in 30 days if you just keep moving forward? That is the question I'm leaving you with today. Now get out there, open your mouth, and start speaking.